Welcome to Nalanda International Independent PU College. I'm Dr. Geeta CJ, giving you the presentation in business studies. Students, yesterday we saw the definition and characteristics of management, and today we are going to see the objectives of management. Objectives are the goals which determine what the organization wants to achieve. They must be specific, realistic, and measurable as far as possible. Every business organization must have certain objectives. Objectives may be set for the entire organization and for each department or a unit within the organization. They must be stated clearly to all departments and employees. They are the ends towards which the activities of an organization are directed. They are the desired future goals that the management of the organization would like to reach. They are the goals which the organization wants to achieve by operations. They define the future state of affairs which the organization strives to realize. They lay down guidelines for the activities and serve as a benchmark for measuring the performance of the organization. Management seeks to achieve certain objectives which are the desired result of any activity. In any organization, there are different objectives, and management has to achieve all objectives in an effective and efficient manner. Objectives can be classified into organizational objectives, social objectives, and personal or individual objectives. Now, here we are going to see organizational objectives. Organizational objectives is also known as economic objectives. Management is responsible for setting and achieving objectives for the organization. It has to achieve a variety of objectives in all areas considering the interest of all stakeholders, including shareholders, employees, customers, and the government. The main objective of any organization should be to utilize human and material resources to the maximum possible advantage. That is, to fulfill the economic objectives of the business. These are survival, profit, and growth. Now, let us see survival. Here, the basic objectives of any business is survival. Management must strive to ensure the survival of the organization. In order to survive, an organization must earn enough revenues to cover cost. Next comes a profit. Mere survival is not enough for business. Management has to ensure that the organization makes a profit. Profit provides a vital incentive for the continued successful operation of the enterprise. Profit is essential for covering cost and risk of the business. Next comes growth. A business needs to add to its purpose in the long run. For this, it is important for the business to grow. To remain in the industry, management must exploit fully the growth potential of the organization. Growth of a business can be measured in terms of sales volume, increase in the number of employees, the number of products, or the increase in capital investment, etc. There can be other indicators of growth. Now, here, let us see the social objectives. It involves the creation of benefit for society. As a part of society, every organization, whether it is a business or non business, has a social obligation to fulfill. This refers to consistently creating economic value for various constituents of society. This includes using environmental friendly methods of production, giving employment opportunities to the disadvantaged sections of society, and providing basic amenities like schools and creches to employees. The next comes personal objectives. Organizations are made up of people who have different personalities, background, experience, and objectives. They all become part of the organization to satisfy the diverse needs. These vary from financial needs such as competitive salaries and perks, social needs such as peer recognition, and higher level needs such as personal growth and development. Management has to reconcile personal goals with the organizational objectives for harmony in the organization. We all know that management is a universal activity that is integral of any organization. We now examine some of the reasons that have made management so important. In the absence of management, no organization can run successfully. So we can see the importance of management. Here, the first importance of management is it helps in achieving group goals. Management tries to integrate the objectives of individuals along with organizational goals. It directs the efforts of all the individuals in the common direction of achieving organizational goals. Proper management of all individuals in an organization is very essential for the accomplishment of organization objectives. Group goal is more important than the individual objective. The next important of management is it increases efficiency. The main aim of every manager is to increase efficiency to maximize output with minimum cost. This can be done by better planning, organizing, staffing, directing, and controlling the activities of the organization. The next importance is management creates a dynamic organization. Organizations have to survive in dynamic environment, so managers keeping changes in the organization to match the environmental changes. The employees in the organization are generally resistant to change. Efficient management motivates employees to adopt changes willingly by convincing them that change is not only beneficial for organization but it improves the employees' work also in the competitive world. Appropriate changes must be introduced in the organization as and when it is needed. Management helps the people, that is, the employees, to adapt the changes through proper training and motivation. The next importance of management is it helps in achieving personal objectives. An efficient manager is the one who brings maximum prosperity for employer as well as employees. Managers lead the people in such a manner that along with organizational goal, individual goal of employees is also achieved. An organizational goal and individual goal are in one direction only. Individual wants to earn more, organization wants maximum production. Employees can earn more by producing more. This will fulfill the objectives of both the groups. Along with the organizational objectives, individual members in the team should be able to achieve the personal goals. The next importance of management is it helps in development of society. An organization has many obligations to serve the purpose of different groups that constitutes it. An effective management accepts its commitment to workers, investors, customers, and general public. It fulfills all the objectives for the growth and development of society. It provides better quality products and services, generates employment avenues, adopts new technology for the welfare of the people, and leads the path towards the growth and development. So, students, let us see once again the importance of management. Management helps to achieve group goals. That means which integrates and gives common direction to individual efforts for achievement of organizational goals. Management increases efficiency. The main aim of every manager is to increase efficiency to maximize output with minimum cost. So, this is done only by better planning, organizing, staffing, directing, controlling, and activities of the organization. Then comes management creates a dynamic organization. We all know that the organization are functioning in an environment which is constantly changing. So, the effective management helps people to adopt the changes so that the organization is able to maintain the competitive edge. Next comes the management helps in achieving personal objectives. So, the management of organization is also required to help individual employees to achieve their personal objectives through motivation. So, it helps individual employees to develop the spirit of cooperation, commitment, and team spirit. Management helps in the development of society. Here we can see that the organization has many obligations to serve the purpose of different groups that constitutes it. On the next topic, what we are going to see is nature of management. The term management today has several different connotations that highlight the different aspect of its nature. The study of management has evolved over the period of time along with the modern organizations based both on the experience and practice of managers and a set of theoretical relationships. Over a period of time, it has grown into dynamic subject with its own special characteristics. However, one question that needs to be addressed pertaining to the nature of management is whether it is science or an art or both. In order to answer this, let us examine the features of both science and art to see how far management fulfills them. So here we are considering whether it is a management is art or science or profession. Now we'll see why management is an art. What is art? Art is a skillful and personal application of existing knowledge to achieve desired results. It can be acquired through study, observation, and experience. Since art is concerned with personal application of knowledge, some kind of ingenuity and creativity is required to practice the basic principles learned. Management is an art because a manager uses his skills and knowledge in his day to day activities for achieving the goals of the organization. Here, the features, what we can say is here it is the existence of theoretical knowledge. Experts in their respective areas have derived certain basic principles which are applicable to a particular form of art. Then comes the personal application. That is, the use of the basic knowledge varies from individual to individual. Art, therefore, is a very personalized concept. Next is based on practice and creativity. All art is practical. Art involves the creative practice of existing theoretical knowledge. Next is management is a science. Science is a systematically organized body of knowledge that explains certain general truths or the operations of general laws. The basic features of science are systemized body of knowledge. That is, its principles are based on the cause and effect relationship. Then, principles based on experimentation. Scientific principles are first developed through observation and then tested through repeated experimentation under controlled conditions. And then it is universal validity. Scientific principles have universal validity and application. Management has a systematic body of knowledge which has its own theory and principles that have developed over a period of time. Now, management is a profession. Students, we have understood that so far that all forms of organized activity need to be managed. You would also have observed that organization look for individuals with specific qualifications and experience to manage them. It has also been observed that there has been an increase in the corporate form of business on one hand and increasing emphasis on managed business concerns. A profession has good characteristics which is having a well defined body of knowledge. It is a professional association and ethical code of conduct with service motive. The entry to a profession is restricted through an examination or through acquiring an educational degree. All professions are affiliated to a professional associations which regulates entry, grants certificate of practice, and formulates the enforces a code of conduct. To be able to practice in India, we have to become the members of bar councils which regulates and controls the activities. All professions are bound by code of conduct which guides the behavior of its members. All over the world, there is a marked growth of management as a discipline. It is based on a systematic body of knowledge comprising well defined principles based on variety of situations. So, students, here you have seen management as a art, science, and profession. So that will be explained in detail in the next class with all the basic principles. Now here comes the home assignment. Explain the objectives of management. When you explain the objectives of management, you have to give the introduction. So, give the definition of Kunz and Donald and Heinz Weinrich, yesterday what we have discussed. So, give the definition and then give the chart of objectives. There is three objectives what we have discussed: organizational objectives, social objective, and personal objective. And then give the presentation with the chart. This question is asked for 8 marks. And the next question is explain briefly the importance of management. Here also you have a very good definition along with the chart giving the importance of management, which there where here the question will be asked for 8 marks. And then the next question, explain the economic objectives of management. Economic objective of management is the same organizational objectives. So here you have to explain with what is objective and then organizational objective along with survival, profit and growth. This question is asked for 4 marks. So prepare the assignments. I'll be sending your notes. Let us see tomorrow with a brief explanation for the next chapter, and I'll be checking the all your notes through WhatsApp, and if you have any doubts you can call me over the phone. Thank you, students.